Alright, so the plan is, hold up. Just a nice little morning cold start for you guys. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get this thing parked in the garage. We're gonna start stripping it apart. We'll probably start with the interior first, and we'll go from there. Make sure to disconnect your battery before you do anything with SRS modules. Ask me how I know. Alright guys, since we got the battery disconnected, we're gonna go ahead and pull out these seats, pop these out. Since our car battery is running low, I was so focused on getting the seat back that I missed this right there. Since we got them unbolted, we can actually unclip these clips. It'll actually give us the opportunity to go and do a deep clean on this car because it's a little filthy. So we're gonna do the same thing back here. Just make sure you clear that steering wheel without nicking it and without dropping the seat on yourself. We got the airbags here as well. Go ahead and pop these open. Should probably find my blades. Actually, right there. Okay, got my blade. This goes to the seat, and this should technically be the passenger side airbag. I was wrong. That is the driver's side seat belt. Let me go find the other box. Sweet. All right, so we got the seats out. We went ahead and took them to upholstery and checked these things out. They look clean, they look nice. Now let's get to the wheels.
Finally figured out what we're gonna do with the wheels, and I think we're just gonna go ahead and stick with the stock ones. We'll get them powder coated, probably do a, I don't know, a different color.
Alright guys, thanks to Movie Magic we got our wheels back in a matter of seconds, but I'm going to take this time and talk to you guys about directional tires. Alright, as a Mustang owner, if you do not want to be known as a curb jumper or a crowd killer, well then on your next set of tires, make sure that the tires are pointing in the correct direction, because right around here I realized that I mounted them incorrectly. I just had to swap the tires from left side to the right side. Get your tires straight, make sure it's done correctly so you don't end up being that guy at the car meet. Alright, so I'm going to take this time and give a huge shout out to all my sponsors. That's Visa, American Express, who else? MasterCard. Yeah, I'm just messing around. But in all seriousness, half the country got hit with like a snowstorm or whatnot, and it was super cold outside. So before I got to work, I wanted to try insulating the garage door to maybe see if that'll help just a little bit. And look at that, done in a matter of seconds. So with this door here, we went ahead and took off this sticker, this little decal. And what I noticed is using a heat gun worked a lot better, but you had to apply constant heat, and we burned our hands just a few times. At this point, we had taken the sticker off completely, and thanks to the 3M adhesive remover, we were able to take all the adhesive off of the door. And no, I'm not sponsored by 3M. I just use their stuff. 3M, reach out. I don't know. Maybe we can work together. Alright guys, we got most of what we need right here. So let's go ahead and start stripping this thing apart. I try to post them on eBay or it's worth anything, but I'll still post it on eBay, a little sensor of some sort. Yeah. Let's see if this thing's worth anything. Maybe we'll get some money back off that.
go through and scuff all this stuff inside here. Alright guys, today's the day that we're officially going to take this thing to the body shop. Let me stop moving my hands. We'll probably go ahead and, well, just watch the video and you'll see. So hopefully there's no hardware actually holding this back there. You guys see that little screw in there? I picked up the 7mm. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to use this and take that out. Right there. Alright, so if you guys have ever taken off one of these bumpers, let me know what you guys used. I ended up using a bendable drive. The swivel didn't really work for me, but at least we got it taken care of and we got it out, so that's all that matters. There it is. Okay, so right in here we do have two clips. Let's go ahead and get this bumper off. Just pull these out. And it's kind of hard because, well, you know, there's nothing rigid holding onto it, so it's kind of just flimsy there. Take out both of these. So, underneath here, there is two, you guessed it, 7mm bolts. Okay, there was clips, but I took it off completely wrong. But that's alright.
Meaner than a junkyard dog.
Okay, I had to get my work gloves out. Got one golf ball, another golf ball says RH, and it's just a brown ball. Oops. Hopefully it actually comes off that easy. Okay, so for us to get this thing ready for paint, we have to take the door panel off. I guess it's time to do something new. All right, we got our handy dandy toothpick right here, and let's go ahead and pop this cover out.
All right, like I said before, I've never worked on a Mustang before, and I thought there was only one screw. Turns out there was two. You know, at this point, I thought it was just gonna be like any other car with the mirror bolts exposed right there. Turns out it wasn't, and I took out the wrong screw. So then I went to the other door and I realized that that is not at all how it gets attached. Anyway, Ford designed it so kind of dumb that you have to reach up in there and unscrew the screw, and then also you have to lower the window down to get to the second screw. Ask me how I know. Look at that.
Okay, let's just hope we have enough juice.
All right, so what you're probably expecting me to say is we got the window down all the way, completely 100%. But I'll tell you that is not the case. After multiple failed attempts of getting the window all the way rolled down, trying again and again, we just put the battery on charge and went to the fender.
Alright guys, so while we wait for this thing to dry, I got the window down on the car so we can finally access that one pesky bolt.
You know, I thought this mirror bolt was pesky. Turns out the mirror wire was even worse. I had to hop into the thinking chair to figure out where it leads.
If I break this right now, that'll suck. Alright guys, so while we still have some daylight, we're gonna go ahead and throw the fenders on there. And yeah, good stuff. Anyway, good thing I still have some coffee left. There's a few more things that we need to order. So under here, I don't know if you guys can see that, but whatever this thing here is, it actually got damaged. On this side, this is intact. I mean, that's fine. But this here is kind of cracked right in that area. So we'll probably go ahead and get a new one of those. And then I just noticed that this is broken off here. So Ford, I guess I'm coming. I'll get some more parts. That'll be that.
If you stayed to watch till the end of the video, I really truly appreciate it. It was a long journey getting to this point. It was about a month process of filming and editing and everything else in between. But I have something in store for you guys, so keep your eye out. I had a fun little project that came along and we decided to take it. Yeah, enjoy.